Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message, this guided reading, guided message for Ron Goldman. A lot of you have been asking, was like, I ain't never seen one nor heard of one. So let's just get into it and let's see what the cards say. Okay, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot, sometimes it's not. Okay, you just gotta watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Okay, so a couple of things have come over me. Extremely emotional, really, really sad. Just really sad, feeling really, really sad. Also, there's this energy of you got a friend in me. This is something that, I don't know, what's the Toy Story? You know that song that they sing on the Toy Story? You got a friend in me. I don't know who else sings the song, but that is just what is coming up. I keep seeing the cowboy Woody. I don't know what connection it has to him. And then also, don't fall in love with the client. I don't know what that means. I don't know his relationship with Nicole, what it was prior to a romantic relationship. But there's this energy continuously saying, don't fall in love with the client. That's what I was telling myself. Don't fall in love with the client. Excuse me? What are we talking about? Because I don't have enough information. I don't have enough background on them. And obviously, everyone knows what happened to Nicole and him. In connection to O.J. Simpson. And even saying his name in connection with this energy, it's not like Nicole's where he wants to be detached. This is fear. Okay? That's just what it is. So we're just going to let the cards do what the cards do. You already know what I'm going to say. And then do what I'm going to do. Going about my business. Okay. So these cards are flipped over when I'm just calling upon his name. Thank you, Ron Goldman. And just trying to tap into his energy. I feel like the deck is not finished, so I'll go back here in a second. So he is acknowledging that energetically there was this energy of him barking up the wrong tree, stalemate, not now, a lack of perspective, a lack of clarity, a perspective shift is needed, being angry at source, being angry, crying out. And this is because someone got too big for their britches. Arrogance, vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty, modesty is needed. The wilted flower is here. Crying out because someone got too big for their britches in the area of love, in the area of romance, and it is communicated upon. Spirit is also acknowledging that he had a lot of anxiety around this relationship. Deep breathing, tightness in chest, like just very pain, like I'm seeing head in hand, okay? Just stress and agonizing about this relationship. But don't fall in love with the client. I don't know what he did prior. Like, what was his business? What was he in? I don't know. Well, I'll have to find out. But anyway, a lot of solar plexus energy around this passion, around, thank you, Nicole, around choosing her. Spirit is also just acknowledging, like, he could have chosen anyone. Like, it wasn't that. It was something that really drew her to him. But there was also this energy of don't fall in love with the client. I don't know what kind of business arrangements he had. But anyway, trying to stand tall against this storm, against this water, against this emotion. And it was to his own demise, to his own detriment, because this is energy of not thinking about self first. Okay. And inner calm, because again, there was stress. There was a lot of stress. Did this card come out yesterday with Nicole? And when I called upon Orenthal James energy, O.J. Simpson, because this is all, yeah, he's like, this is all connected. Spirit is also acknowledging that life is about choices. He's acknowledging life is about choices. And these are the choices that he made. I tell you guys all the time, good choices equal good karma, bad choices equal bad karma. And that's just, you know, in simplicity, like on the simplest level that I can communicate upon without diving deeper and making this video way too long to me. But yeah, he's just like, look, it's almost like a message. But because of his choices, now he is inertia. He has inertia, false start, no response, lazying around, loafing. He is leaning on spirit, but there's something about this energy that's like, okay, so for those who do believe in reincarnation, it doesn't feel like he even wants to reincarnate because of what happened. I tell you guys a lot too. There's this download about the contract with the soul and the body, and something about not fulfilling the contract with self. makes him feel very inadequate to even want to try this again. If that makes sense to you, it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. All right, so Ron Goldman and Nicole. Ron, how do you feel about Nicole Brown? Current energy. Okay, cool. Yeah. So yesterday I mentioned that it wasn't rocky like Nicole and Orenthal's relationship, but that they had some issues. It was passionate, but yet it was chaotic. And he's acknowledging that he should have walked away from this relationship a long time ago with Kiss My Grits, knowing his worth, self-respect, and strength. He's also acknowledging that oftentimes they would have arguments. The pot calling the kettle black. It was communicated upon. Both of them are protected because I see black. It just makes me feel like protection. But there was a lot of hypocrisy, projection, similarity, blame, introspection is needed. When it comes to her, he felt like she was throwing three sheets to the wind, blowing off steam, rebellious, overindulging, and trying to escape. Okay, we see a swirl of communication. Ancestors were present. Ancestors are always present. I just feel that way. At the heart of it, he's acknowledging she wanted peace. She had a beverage in one hand, music in the other, needed to get grounded, and there was a practice of divination. This kept coming up yesterday when it came to Nicole, just acknowledging that maybe she was trying to get him into it, or maybe she was just trying to get him aware and why Spirit wants to say awaken to the idea that this happens, that it's real, that people do these things in regards to the brouhaha manifestation, like trying to it feels like he's like, she was overloading me with information, and I was like, my mind was blown as to what all had transpired in her reality versus mine. Does that make sense? Okay. Hey. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so anyway, Ron Goldman in regards in connection to OJ. Thank you. All right. So Spirit is acknowledging that was communicated upon around the area of passion, but also in the area of love, that there is some kind of karmic debt between these two. There's stomping in the water, just acknowledging that one or both of them were creating a lot of emotion and creating a lot of waves. I do feel this energy of alpha males, two alpha males, like budding, in them, not bulls, but you ever seen them goats when they run and they bang heads like that? That's what's coming through. And Spirit is acknowledging that this whole situation was about mirroring the other. I am getting some air sign energy coming through too as well, water sign energy, but mirroring one another, which is interesting. But anyway, taking accountability and responsibility for their actions. But he's acknowledging this is a karmic connection. This is karmic debt. There is karmic debt. There is karmic debt. On the bottom of the deck, again, this is because he's saying the solar plexus energy in regards to the passionate relationship and trying to withstand this water, this storm, this emotion, having a lot of anxiety and depression and PTSD about it, looking over your shoulder kind of energy is coming through. And again, because someone got too big for their britches and love was lost. Okay. Arrogance, vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty, modesty is needed. And it's interesting that these same cards just came out when it came to Nicole. So he's acknowledging I should have walked away. I had anxiety around this relationship, but I chose it. I chose it. The fire in my belly. I wasn't going to let nobody scare me out of a relationship with someone who I was interested in. But there's a connection here with these two with don't fall in love with the client. It feels like he didn't come on board romantically initially, but then fell in love with her or became very involved with her. Does that make sense? But there's this also connection about one or both of them, being Nicole and OJ, about being arrogant and coming up too short in a relationship, and then he appears. The connection. All right, Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck in regards to how he sees OJ. Yeah. So he's acknowledging a storm, temporary intensity, surrender. This too shall pass. It's raining cats and dogs. He's also acknowledging that he was extremely oblivious to this situation and to the extent to where this situation could go. He didn't know. He's saying that he was very naive and oblivious and that study and apprenticeship is needed. He should have took more time to really understand what was going on in that relationship. He's also acknowledging that there was in this house, see the house, Needed to get grounded. Spirit was not in the house. Something about red. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like I spoke about red yesterday. Did I speak about red? Something about this house. Red door. Something of some nature. Red. But anyway, needing to get grounded because in the home there was poor manners, lack of tact, discourtesy, impoliteness, and social graces required. And that could be the home that he was actually killed in. But again, we see red again, and he's acknowledging God don't like ugly, nastiness, clash, strife, resentment, argument, spite, grudge, and revenge. And he's saying again, like, this is the path that I chose. And it energetically, it just makes me feel like there's something that energy is going through that it just hasn't completely processed yet. Hasn't completely processed yet. I want to say healed from, but there's this other energy that's not necessarily healed, but just processed. There's something that is still has yet to come, and I'm feeling like this is family. Okay, so there's a bushy mustache with glasses, a male, and there's something that his energy is just keeps showing me this face. White hair, bushy mustache. Okay. All right, let's move on. Ron Goldman, thank you. He's acknowledging the divorce or the break-in contract has something to do with his passing. And it just keeps saying that, you know, and somebody getting too big for their britches, being very arrogant in the area of love. But he's acknowledging, like, yeah, this contract. Bottom of the deck, okay. 2 cards. Knowing that they fucked up around this marriage and around this divorce, but also wanting to keep a promise and wanting someone to keep their promise to stay married. Okay, Ron, is that what you're saying about Nicole and Orenthal Jane? Okay. The cards. Yeah, he's like, he needed to chill out. There was a lot of envy. They feeling like they needed to protect themselves from him, to keep themselves safe. And people were enjoying this shit. They were watching it go down and enjoying the gossip. But there was a recording and there was an announcement. And it came out yesterday when I read on Nicole that there was a recording that there were people who she sent messages to. So they knew what was going on. But there's, in regards to a message, the bushy mustache, white hair, glasses, hair is combed over to the right? Might even be blue eyes. There's a message that he has for him, and I'm almost 100% sure he's saying this is his father. Okay. Synchronicity. I don't know if his father, I don't know if his father passed on, but I feel like he's like, what? Why? I'm trying to tell you about my dad. I don't know. Let me look it up. Cause I feel like he's angry with me for saying like, duh, he ain't dead. Like, okay, give me a second. Ron Goldman's dad. Is he still alive? That looks like the man that I saw him on. Okay, he's not. He's 83 years old. That looks exactly like the face. But I got much whiter hair in my... Okay. All right. Thank you for the connection, Spirit. Okay, so yeah, he looks like the old man that I saw. I don't know why Google gave me the first image of this really young guy, but anyway, let's get into it. Synchronicities. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. He's acknowledging that he is trying to talk to his dad. He is contacting his dad. And it almost feels like, I'm sorry for being so rude to you earlier, Mr. Ron Goldman, because I'm like, is he dead? He said, well, why am I telling you to say something to him if he's dead? I could do that. My bad, right? But anyway, so he's acknowledging, like, I'm constantly talking to this man. I'm constantly reaching out to this man. And I just want him to know that, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Interesting. Got you. All right. So now we're cool again. Damn. A little pushy, buddy. A little pushy. What are you, a fire sign? Anyway, all right. So, Ron, in regards to Nicole, what's the tea? You and Nicole, what's the tea? Got you. It's crazy how spirit be acting up, and then they calm down. This card came out with her for her yesterday. Okay, so sleeps around a hoe, free for all, sleeps with your man. Let the boys be boys. Keeping a promise. Oh, that card just keeps coming out. What did you... And needing to chill out. Okay, so let's get into it. I saw you. He's acknowledging when it came to Nicole that she could be promiscuous subconsciously. Were they still married at the time when you guys started messing around? I don't know. Was she still married when you and him, when you and her started, when you and Nicole started? Okay. He said, okie dokie. Heck yeah. He said, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know. I don't know. Like, I'm just asking. Be cool. Okay. And in the middle of the deck, they knew they needed to chill out. She even was like, yo, we need to... Brad, like, I'm confused because... When did they get a divorce? Like, I don't know. Okay. Okay. So many questions. Okay. What's the tea between you and OJ Simpson, Ron? Thank you. Throwing away, getting rid of, and tossing out because you were spoiling or treating someone and catering someone. You was treated like trash. Fire sign energy is on this card. Passionate, but yet chaotic. He treated you like trash because you were spoiling her. He said that he was under a spiritual attack, fighting off negative energy, fighting a spiritual warfare, and needing to clear his energy when it came to OJ. There's also this energy of expecting. Could have been he was running away from this person who was sick. He had anger management. And again, you just keep saying he needs to chill out because she was fooling around. Oh my God, this is deep, y'all. All right, so yeah, saying that he was sick. But there's this expecting. I keep asking myself, was she pregnant when she was murdered? What's her name? Nicole Brown. But there's this energy of manifesting and/or pregnancy, that he was sick, that she was running away from him. That man needed anger management. He needed to chill out. And he was so focused on her being a hoe or sleeping around. So he says, okay? This reading is alleged and for entertainment purpose. Something else in the middle of the deck you want to share with me? Yeah. It's something about, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, man. Now what? You guys, because even with her, this popcorn came out, this movie, energy of a movie, watching something play out. There is this energy that people watch this happen. There was more than one, he's acknowledging for sure. But it was like people came and watched a show. It could even be recorded. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. There's something very eerie that he is saying. Watching shit go down and enjoying the gossip. Oh, ew, what is that about? But you know, it's like Holly weird. They be doing that shit. Not my business, not my problem. Okay. Let me ask the question, please, because I just got to know what you're trying to say, okay? It's a very interesting energy. He can be really explosive, but then he can be very calm and like almost like young at heart. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Ron Goldman, your relationship with Nicole. Thank you. Excuse me. This is heavy. Because that card came out where he said he should have walked away from her a long time ago. So I'm sorry. Because I already said at the beginning I was going to get emotional, and I'm just trying to figure out what this energy is saying. He didn't, I mean, hindsight is 2020, but he shouldn't have trusted her. What is going on? Like, what is going on, Ron? Say, read the cards. They got the last laugh, the lies they told, and they have unfinished business. There's karma. But he's not just saying her and him. He's saying her and OJ as well. This was a very tangled web. And he is definitely a victim in this mug because he was blindsided. Like, it just keeps saying, like, he was blindsided. He did not see this coming. And it was almost like, it feels like he was lured. It feels like he was sent. He was gone. He went there. And it feels like this is because he fell in love with the client. And I do not understand that. I do not know what his job was. I'm tempted to find out now. Like, Ron Goldman's job.
Hey.
What did he do? Thank you, Spirit. What was his profession? A restaurant waiter and an aspiring actor? So what were you sent to do? Like, the connection with that phrase is so loud. But anyway, just trying to see if I can understand what everything that's being said. But anyway, you see the eyes, y'all? And this is what's really catching me, because I said it was passionate but yet chaotic, but he's like, I shouldn't have trusted her. I shouldn't have trusted her. What are you hiding between you and Nicole? Okay. What is up with these eyeballs? What is up? She was watching the time. She was really concerned about this TikTok, watching the clock.
Hey.
Thank you, Spirit. She was the big boss in this situation. She was the boss in this situation. And she was a heartbreaker. Now, daughter came up yesterday. A little child, a little girl. Again, I don't know if she was expecting. But it keeps trying to come through. But she was a heartbreaker. She broke his heart. Okay. What are you hiding about Orenthal James? What's the secret? Abuse. If you tell anyone. He was also declined. This is interesting because money came up yesterday in Nicole's reading, just around money, around scarcity. There's an energy of decline. LOL, nah, you broke, fam. So he could have been, messing with his employment. And then here we go again. This energy of time, this energy of spell work, and this energy of obstacles in a relationship. There's also an energy of him being woke now, but him also being in the galaxy, stardust, an ancestor. This relationship had a lot of obstacles, and there was a lot of envy and spell work on it, and I picked up on that energy yesterday, sending him love and light. All right. Ooh, child. Okay, Ron. Current energy. The Devil card. Acknowledging that he was dealing with a lot of negative thinking, feeling trapped and in bondage, betrayal, even addictions. Subconsciously, worry with the Five of Pentacles. He was dealing with worry. We also see a hospital. We also see him pointing to what feels like it could be the heart, but just worry. Look at his hands are open. Like, what? This also feels like, how did I, because of this devil energy attached and feeling bonded and bondaged and bound, he ended up in the hospital. He ended up in front of a doctor. He ended up looking at himself, but the inside. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, with the Five of Pentacles, financial hardship, struggle, lack of faith, rejection, and sickness. And in the middle of the deck, that was it. It's the universe. This is the World card. That's completion. That's it. Goals reached. Harmony, completion, travel, moving on. It does feel like he's holding his hand back, trying to reach back for someone. I do see a cat watching him. Cat is significant. Was a cat in the home? Did they have cats? Where something, he's screaming about this cat. I don't know about this cat. Okay. And it just feels like the story, like, lay it back out. Because he was attached to this energy, he felt like the struggle. He felt like the being felt. He'd say addiction. Okay, there must have been something in that regard. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes, but bound, restricted. It ended him here with worry, financial hardship, sick, confused, hurt. And in the middle of the deck, that was it. That was it. Story. End of story. Energy towards Nicole Brown. Okay. We do get the 10 of Wands in reverse. So there is an energy of undependable, buckling under pressure, stress, huge problems. He keeps saying that about her. We also have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, man. Lack of planning, lazy, poor management, delay, and impatience. But in the middle of the deck, we do get the Ten of Cups. Happiness. In the middle of the deck, where we're not seeing harmony, happy family, some energy of reunion, getting in alignment. I see a lot of rainbows, alignment. It makes me feel like he's like, she's okay now. She's in alignment. She's happy. Almost like I was almost like a sacrificial lamb for her happiness, for her soul to be free. Does that make sense? Okay. Energy towards OJ. We do get the Hangman. So there's an energy towards OJ of sacrificing, letting go. Look, he's upside down and all the money is falling out. It almost like feels like you get what you get and don't have a fit. The Mage is in reverse. That is the Magician in reverse. So he's acknowledging manipulation, illusion, out of touch, not being able to do the brouhaha no more. And then we get the 8 of Cups in reverse. Scared to move on, stagnant, lack of maturity, faking happiness in the middle of the deck. This makes me feel like energetically he's saying like there's something happening to his spirit as of right now. It's a cycle that the spirit goes through when it is no longer here in this realm. And this is just a download. I cannot tell you concretely. But there is an energy of him saying that the spirit is low vibrating. Okay. Anything you want to share about that day? Anything else? Thank you. No justice, no peace. The justice card is in reverse. Injustice, dishonesty, failure to take responsibility. And because of that, we have the Fool card in reverse. Recklessness, fearlessness, risk, and holding back. Can't start over because of the injustice. His spirit is demanding justice. And the Sun card is in reverse too. And this goes back to that card of feeling very like inertia, false start, no response with the bear lazing on, like loafing inertia on the tree. This is why, because he's like, I haven't received justice. Okay, with the Sun card in reverse, sadness, procrastination, pessimism. He wants justice here on earth, and it just feels like he's not going to choose to reincarnate until he can do that, because then that would give him like ultimate satisfaction in regards to considering it, but also in regards to some kind of contract that he had with his body. Not making the right choices, not following his gut, not listening to his intuition around certain things. Not listening to his intuition around the lovers. He should have listened to himself, is what's coming through. And that's that on that. Look at this. Looks like spell work. Okay, something else in the middle of the deck. Four of Swords, anxiety, overstimulation, needing rejuvenation, chronic stress, and chaos. Man, he's still feeling it. And the next card is defeat with the Five of Swords. It feels like it's chess, not checkers, but he got played. He feels like he got played. And again, it just feels like he was a pawn, like a piece of move, like he got caught in the middle. Thank you, Spirit. He got caught in the middle. All right. What's the message to the collective? Always remember your soul that comes with a body. There's this energy about him talking about the body and the contract. Thank you, Spirit. You're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. He's saying we're powerful. And the connection that you have with your body, your temple, is very important. How you treat your body, what you put in your body, what you say to yourself, the things that you're around. He's like, really focus and pay attention to that. I don't know if he had an addiction problem, but he's acknowledging free yourself of toxins. There's something that needs to be said in regards to that day that you transitioned, and then we'll close out. Thank you. Can you woo? Did she call you and wooed you on the phone to come over? Said, I know you fucking lying. I don't care. That shit is for the birds. She was a savage. And there was abuse. If you tell anyone. It feels like you got caught up into this relationship, into this drama, into this chaos. And definitely feels like there was more than one person there. And it feels like people were silenced around what transpired. And people aren't saying anything. But he himself felt silenced to a degree. But he also makes me feel like Nicole didn't. There was something she could have done. She knew more than she said. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.